morning, Muscatine, and happy Wellness Wednesday. My name is Autumn Schultz, and I am your host today. And as always, I have to say thank you to our sponsors, Hy-Vee, UnityPoint Health, Trinity Muscatine, Muscatine Power and Water, Becky Insurance, Toyota of Muscatine, Rivo Plumbing and Heating, Impact Fitness and Nutrition, Suntan City, Lutheran Living Senior Campus, Harper Cycling and Fitness, Impact Life Blood Center, Muscatine County Fair, and Bayer of Muscatine. In case you missed it on Discover Muscatine, the Muscatine community is supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters of Muscatine County. Their waiting list is bigger than ever, with having 59 kids hoping for a mentor and a big. Many of them have been waiting almost 200 days to find that, just due to the lack of volunteers and members. So if you see me or anyone wearing these shirts today, there's a QR code on the back and it says Scan Me, so you can learn more and make a difference for these littles that are trying to find a big. So make sure that you are supporting the 45 Bigs and 45 Days campaign. So these shirts are all around. I've seen Hy-Vee, Kent, Musco, Hahn, All Steel. I've seen a bunch of businesses and a bunch of people within the Muscatine community having these shirts. So scan this QR code. It does work, so get your phones out. A lot of us will be here today, and if you are at Hy-Vee, Phil is here today. You cannot miss him. He is 7 foot tall. He is right there at the checkouts, and he's got his shirt on. So scan it as you are checking out of Hy-Vee today. Yesterday we had a talk with Del Wagner about the 45th annual Watermelon Stampede that is happening on August 19th for the kids, August 20th for the 5K and 10K. So make sure you sign up and get your shirt for that. So you can look it up on Facebook with their Muscatine Running Club, or if you Google search, you can do Muscatine Running Club or the Watermelon Stampede Muscatine, and that information and form is there. You can do it online, you can print it off and send it. Del has all of his information there, or you can even sign up the day of too. So be sure to take part in the Watermelon Stampede that is happening the 19th and the 20th. Reminder that the Shop with Hop tickets are now on sale. They are going to be $20, and it's going to kick off at Contrary Brewery at 3 o'clock. So be sure to also pick up your glass on August 26th or 27th for the glass pickup at Contrary Brewing. And then also each participating brewery is going to have a couple craft beer options that you can try out. There will also be a map to tell you where all the glass holders are going to be able to go downtown to host their brewings and do a little sip and shop with Hops. So tasting glasses are limited, so reserve your glass. It's $20. You can do it online, do it on Facebook, or Google search for that. Reminder that the Pilot Club will be holding their Scratch Cupcake fundraiser, and they're going to start doing orders on August 15th through September 2nd to support within the community. So be sure to get your Scratch Cupcake orders, and again, all of that is on social media. I'm going to be saying social media a lot because social media is a way to find all this amazing information. And as it is Wellness Wednesday, as your nutrition coach at Impact Fitness and Nutrition, my Wellness Wednesday tip for you is whenever you are feeling stressed, I want you to practice stop to become more mindful. So stop stands for slowing down, taking a breath, observing what you're feeling within your body, and ponder the possibilities. So understand your options. Some tips for managing stress for you is exercise, such as going for a walk. You can start a daily journal, meditation or yoga, and also just to talk with your support system. So there are so many different ways to manage your stress. I know it's the school year, that anxiety kind of hypes up, so just be mindful, stop, and obsess where your surroundings are, and have that support system to guide you. And speaking of Wellness Wednesdays, I have Rachel here, who is the Executive Director of Trinity Muscatine. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you.
Yes.
So please tell us a little bit about your background and what you do within Trinity.
Yes. So I'm a nurse. I started as a nurse at the University of Iowa about 10 years ago. And at that hospital I worked in the ICU and loved nursing, really started to love leadership when I worked there. About 8 years ago, my husband and I moved back. We're from Muscatine. Ben is a provider in the clinic, and when I moved back to Muscatine, I started in the role of the nursing director for the inpatient units. And so I worked in that role for about 7.5 years, supporting the nurses in the ER, ICU, med-surg. And then in February, I started in this new role as executive director, and I've just been learning so much and really excited about it. I love the team that works at the hospital, and I think this position puts me in a place where I can really advocate for them and and for the community at large. And so still learning and growing in this role, but enjoying it.
Good.
Yes.
And what really, when you decided to go into nursing, what was kind of that motivator saying, this is what I want to do with my life?
Yeah. I think it's just about the people and the relationships for me always. And so was able to have some exposure to that in undergrad and really get to see what nurses did, and sort of just fell in love with the impact that nursing can have for individuals and the people that need to be taken care of. And I think throughout my roles came to find out that I loved being a support for the nurses, just because I really believed in and loved what I got to see them do every day. And so that's sort of how I started on the leadership track also. So
that's neat. So it's not only are you leading them, but you're cheering them on, you're guiding them and supporting them.
Yeah.
So you get kind of that both leeway on making sure that everyone stays on track.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So can you talk to us a little bit about the new providers that are coming within Trinity?
Yes, so we're really excited. We have a busy couple of months coming up with onboarding a lot of providers, and so we have Dr. McKinney. He'll be starting at Northport in family medicine later this month, and so he would see patients of all ages. Also within the family practice scope is Lindsay Peterson, who will be coming to the clinic at Mulberry, but within the same specialty of family medicine. We also are going to have Dr. Allison Rowe, who's a pediatrician. We're really excited to have her join our team. Something that's kind of neat about the pediatric clinic is this focus on team care. So the hope is that the clinic will be able to build strong relationships with their patients and their families. And so if you have a kiddo that's maybe not feeling well, we'll have the ability within that clinic to see them quickly, either maybe that day or the next day. And so I think Dr. Rowe is stepping into a great team and with the right mentality of how to take care of their patients quickly and safely, and with the relationship piece of that in mind. On the surgical side of things, we're really excited. Dr. Lori Harsh is a gastroenterologist, and she started with us last week. So she'll see patients in the clinic, and she also has 2 days that she'll do some procedures in the OR. And then Dr. Mark Williams is a general surgeon. So he'll be joining Dr. Zayadeen, who's been our general surgeon for the last couple of years in the clinic and also in the OR. And so a lot of really exciting things happening on the provider side, all with the idea from the hospital that we're able to better take care of our community through additional offerings and availability of providers and growing services, for sure.
That is a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. Yes.
But it's exciting.
No,
a
it's
lot.
all good. It's all good. But yeah, we're really excited to get going. And so yeah, the next 2 months we'll be busy and exciting. And yeah, we're just grateful to have these people joining our team and giving care to the community.
Well, like you were saying too, you have one currently, but having one is good.
Yeah.
Having two is better.
Yes, yes.
And just like allowing that to grow even more too.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely.
And then, so let's talk about now bringing into the healthcare baseline.
Yeah.
Truly, what is the importance of it? What, in your opinion, why is local healthcare so important?
Yeah. I think that from the hospital's perspective and from the clinic's perspective, we really want to be doing everything we can to take care of our community. And what I think a lot of us have learned over the last couple of years is that the availability for appointments, availability for quick turnarounds and access to these providers is so important. And so, the hospital wants to be positioned well to be making Muscatine a place that people want to live, a place that people want to stay. And we know that healthcare and wellness, to your point, is a big part of that. And so we just feel really lucky to be able to be part of so many people's lives in such an important space. And I think that, the local piece of it's something that's always been really near and dear to my heart because, growing up here, you really can see firsthand, and now we have a family here, the importance of having access to these providers right away and close to our home. And then also, as we see some of these service lines grow, we're able to see that we're able to offer really quality health care in a space that's close to all of them. And so we just feel lucky that we have these providers coming, lucky that we're able to provide these services to the community, and in turn just really not trying to lose sight of the quality piece of that, so that we know that not only are we providing services, but we're providing it in the safest way for our patients.
It is really helpful knowing, I mean, from where I live to especially my son's appointments. Jenny Olson, I love her.
Awesome.
She's amazing.
Yes.
She has been there even when I was pregnant, giving me tips and advice. It's a 5-minute drive. Rather than having to drive all the way to Iowa City for 45 minutes to almost an hour. The atmosphere too, having a local hospital, you know them outside of the hospital too, which creates a better connection rather than just saying, oh, hey, I haven't seen you in 6 months. How's everything? You don't get that personal touch when it comes to like bigger cities.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that that's something we as a team try and lean into a lot, which is that, you know, there's always going to be limits being in a smaller space, but what we can always do and what we believe we can do better is take care of our people, take care of our neighbors, take care of our community. And so we really try and rise to the occasion for our patients and the community in that sense, because you know, we are here and we're close, we know what's going on in the community, and so that's something we try and leverage and use it to the benefit of our patients.
And I'm sure it's probably nice too when you say you're going grocery shopping, you run into people all the time. And at least the nice thing is I'm pretty sure they don't ask you medical questions. They want to know how you are personally doing. And so they know, okay, work is, you know, my appointment is my appointment. Outside, hey, how are you doing? How's everything going? You know, how's the transition for you? You know, it's that personal touch that creates that small community atmosphere.
Yep, absolutely.
So then as you are going into local health care, you know, providing those new opportunities, what does that kind of create for the local access?
So more, you know, the increase in providers will allow us to open more appointment times, which can kind of, you know, maybe decompress some of the schedules of other providers, allowing for greater access and availability of each of those providers. And then you know, with Dr. Harsh, you know, being able to offer a specialty like gastroenterology it's a new service line for Muscatine that historically up to this point patients have needed to you know, travel outside of Muscatine to see a GI doc as a specialist and do some of these procedures for diagnosing, and being able to see that we're able to pull in a specialty like that and offer it locally is great. And I think Dr. Harsh is going to be awesome, and I think that that's what I feel really good about, is that we're offering the services but offering it in the right way with the right people that I just believe are going to do a great job.
And like you said, it's another thing to just have within Muscatine that you don't have to do the travel. It's here, you have it available, you know, you're going to make it happen. And I'm sure the moment that the news gets out, clients are going to say, okay, I'd like to get in just to get my checks in, everything good.
Absolutely.
So as we continue through, can you talk to us a little bit about what CMS is?
So it's been exciting for us over the last couple of weeks, you know, some of the conversation and just excitement around the CMS star rating. So Muscatine did earn a 5-star rating through CMS, and the goal of the 5-star rating is to try and give a quick way for consumers to know, you know, where maybe different hospitals or facilities or organizations are in relation to others. And so a 5-star rating is the highest you can achieve, and it's based on quality indicators, especially around, you know, patient experience, readmission, outcomes, efficiency of care. And so from where, first of all, it was really exciting to see the team be able to get recognition. We have amazing nurses and CNAs and providers, and we have a great team in lab and radiology. And when you look at these indicators, the reason why they tell a great story is because you can't just have one space doing a great job and all of the others not. It really is a team effort. And so what I see the rating being is just validation of the work that each of them is doing, and the goal of the rating is to be able to provide that insight to consumers so that they, you know, people want to be informed about where they're going to receive their care. And so it's just an opportunity to give patients kind of that high level information about different ratings.
And now that you do have that 5-star rating, what does that mean for Trinity Muscatine then?
I think for us, you know, it really sort of shifts to how do we sustain this? How do we keep earning a designation like this? And I think that one thing that it's not just specific only to Trinity Muscatine, you know, UnityPoint in general really wants to be positioned well for what we would call, you know, continuous improvement, you know, so you're always building on what you've just built on, and you know, any opportunities that come up, you have ways to solve for those and keep working to continue to have care be better and more efficient for your patients. And so this is really, you know, validation of a lot of those system goals and certainly goals within our local team as well. So I think it shifts towards sustainability, and I think a lot of us are pretty competitive people by nature too, and so we want to keep the rating up, and we want to know that we're doing the best we can for the community and the best that we can for our patients, and that's what all of us come to work wanting to do anyways. And so it fits well with our day-to-day goals also.
I think it's nice, even though you have this amazing 5-star CMS rating, you know, you don't get that, oh, we're the best. You know, there's always room for improvement. You're like, okay, we're really good right now. What is that, maybe that small little action step that we can do to be even better? Right. And so I like that. I love that. You know, obviously no one is ever perfect in the sense of nature.
There's always room for improvement and not to lose focus.
We will always take recognition and appreciation, because I mean, a 5-star rating, that's just like a, hey, we see what you're doing. We love what you're doing. Thank you for doing it. So I think I love the fact that that's kind of the way that you all had approached it. Rather than saying, we're the best. I mean, duh, you are, but still, like, it's just very nice. It's that humble gratitude that I think is really neat and unique within Trinity Muscatine. Being, for myself, being born and raised in like big cities, I've never felt so comfortable like walking into a hospital. I mean, not just the same way, you know, when you walk into University of Iowa, I'm like, where do I go? Like, what is going on right now? But walking into Trinity Muscatine, I feel confident, I feel calm, I don't feel like, I love the fact that someone is there saying, where are you going? You know, can I help you? Even if I know where I'm going, they're still guiding me. And I said, you know, it's that humble appreciation.
And just having that touch point, and again, not losing sight of you're taking care of people, and everyone's coming in with their own anxieties and concerns and stressors of the day, and how do we as a hospital take some of that away within our control? And I think that being part of a smaller team and in a smaller facility, we do really try and maintain that family feel with each other, but also with our patients. And so, that makes me feel good to hear you say that. That certainly is the experience we want people to feel.
Oh yeah, especially when it was still during the high COVID times, when it was just myself and taking my newborn. Oh, I was shaken, I was nervous, and Jenny's like, you're fine. Calm down. And she just made it very comfortable. So
and that was a scary time for a lot of new parents, and you know, a lot of us just also trying to see, you know, how it was all going to pan out. And so I think that those are moments where it is nice to know that we have this local resource for healthcare, because you're able to, even sometimes outside of work, talk to people about, you know, your thoughts and concerns and anxiety, and know that those are real people here taking care of you, going through some of the same parts of life. So
I mean,
absolutely.
As a nutrition coach, my life isn't perfect, but people can come to me and just talk and see how life is going. And I'm a real person.
Absolutely.
We are real. What additional information would you like to share with us today?
I mean, I think that, you know, what I'm really trying to take from this, what kind of where we're at, is just, we've been lucky enough to have providers choose to come work with us. We have a lot starting soon. And you always want to be providing more services to your community, but you want to be doing it in the right way, in a safe way, and in a way that's very high quality. And I think that we're in a really exciting spot to continue doing that work right now. And I think for me, it's just making sure that, you know, there's always so much going on, but never to take your mind and your focus off your team and off your patients. And I think if every day we continue to have that be our focus, we're going to continue to be okay, because we have the right things in mind, and we have the right end goals in mind. So I'm certainly grateful for the time and grateful for the support of the community. It's been a team effort, and we just are hoping just to, you know, continue to do a good job and take great care of everyone. Well,
you definitely are. Community, obviously, having all these new things to come up forward to in these next couple months. Got a lot of new ones. Take it one step at a time. Don't pile too much on you.
Exactly.
But no, the Muscatine community, I mean, we are very thankful to have something always available for everyone within this area. It makes travel time a lot easier, especially during winter.
I know.
It's very, the commute is a lot easier when it's here locally.
Yes, absolutely.
And safer.
And safer, yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about all the new providers. So hopefully this is going to be very exciting to add these in within the next couple months and hopefully continue growing.
Yeah.
So congrats and congratulations on the 5-star rating as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for the opportunity to talk about it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Remember, Muscatine, that the Big Brothers Big Sister shirts, if you see these, make sure you scan the QR code on the back of our shirts. We are everywhere today. And nice thing is, if you watch the show from yesterday, Del Wagner talks about the Watermelon Stampede. Lindsay Phillips talks about these shirts and the importance of them. And nice thing is, these QR codes last for a year. So if you continue to see these shirts throughout this next year, be sure to just scan and become a big to help support our littles here in Muscatine. Until then, stay happy and stay healthy. I will see you later, Muscatine.
We've all been through a lot together. And along the way, you'll find out who really cares for you and who you can trust. Because there's a lot of stuff that happens in life. Like those days when the amazing happens. Or those days that are really, really hard. That's why you need someone like UnityPoint Health. Because when it comes to your health, you gotta have someone you can trust. UnityPoint Health.